who you are molded to be is gonna represent how well you can carry it and how well it lasts.
Right.
Because some people, they get to the point, and it's not about getting to the point. It's about getting to the point and staying there and growing.
Right.
The amount of time that you use not to chase your goals and not to put time into your craft, you're doing a disservice to the people that you meant to help now and in the future.
People try to force the dream on God. That's not our role. I don't serve a God who listens to me. I serve a God who I have to listen to. So I'm not gonna be one of those guys like, no, God got a plan. God gonna make it happen. He don't work on my terms. So when I had to understand like those days are over with, my constant prayer was, help reveal to me who I need to be to serve the people in your kingdom, because I don't know.
Right.
Honestly, didn't know.
This is Knucklehead Podcast. I'm Malcolm,
I'm Quan.
and we're here with
Andre Price, fitness coach from Tampa, Florida.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Knucklehead Podcast, where we help the 99%ers think about it. That 1%, Quan, that 1% is at a whole different level, but
Right.
we leave the 99% so low and don't really think about them.
Correct.
So how can we change the dynamics of doing so? Let me tell you, before you even answer, my guy, let me tell you how we do that is opening up a podcast, starting a podcast like the Knuckleheads, showing them the direction, connecting them with individuals that have actually gotten to the 1%, but actually was in the 99% and came from the trenches,
Yep.
and now we're here.
Yes, sir.
We here.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Favorite.
talk to us. Tell us about yourself. Let the audience know who you are. This man is one of a kind, so if you don't know him, you better get to know him, ladies and gentlemen. That's my camera. You better get to know him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Andre Price, fitness coach out of Tampa, Florida. I've been doing my thing. I'm on nearly a decade of experience. HBCU grad, Lincoln University alumni. Mental health coach, fitness coach, and father first. Just want to let y'all know, I'm sitting here with two phenomenal dads. I want to congratulate y'all on being fathers. Give y'all flowers. Let y'all know, because, we don't always get told. Y'all are doing a phenomenal job, man. Y'all doing the best y'all can, and, that's all that matters. Just want to congratulate y'all for being great dads.
Thank you. Gotta bounce that back over to you though.
Appreciate
for being
that.
a great father as well, man.
Yep.
Hey, we got 3 of them in the room today.
Three
Yes,
kings,
sir.
man. 3 kings.
Yes, I love it.
Love it.
I love it. So with the 99%, right? One of the things that we talk about is how we can get those individuals from the mindset. I heard you say you're a mindset coach as well. That mindset, which I feel like that starts with everything. How can we get their minds to a level of knowing that they can do better?
Right.
So what would you say on that?
As far as mindset goes, it's going to be about what you feed your mind, first off. Talking about certain music, certain things you listen to, certain conversations you have, things like this. They really dictate a lot about how you move, how you act, how you feel about yourself, the level of expectations you have for yourself, how you view yourself, and that's huge. You know what I mean? And with what I do with fitness, I'm a firm believer that you treat the gym the same way that you treat life. You know what I mean? So when I'm in my clients, it's my job to challenge them. I feel like any coach's job that wants to be phenomenal, regardless of what realm you're in, the job that you have as a coach is to set a standard and expectation for the person you're working with. And 9 times out of 10, just because we're all human beings,
Right.
anytime we get a coach or a mentor, we're expecting them to have a higher standard for us than we have on ourselves.
Right.
Because as human beings, we might lowball ourselves just a little bit. We may not be acting to our best potential. So we'll seek out a coach that's going to raise that expectation, raise that standard, and the goal of that journey is to bridge the gap without having them having to come down and us having to step all the way up. So, when it comes to the mental aspect, and we're thinking about how you see yourself, you're only going to react based off your level of expectation. So if you expect low, you'll do low.
Correct.
One of my mentors, he says, be, do, have. So if you will be a little, you'll do a little, and if you do a little, you'll have little.
Right.
We're talking about connecting the 1% to 99. Be a lot, do a lot.
Facts.
Do a lot, have a lot.
Fact.
It speaks to your identity. So
I like that. I remember when you and I not first met, but we were in the parking lot,
Yes, sir.
right? I don't know if y'all remember the conversation.
Yeah.
We were talking about football and basketball.
Yes, sir.
Which one, who's more athletic than football? Did your mind change yet?
it's not going to. It's not going to. It's just not going to. You know, and I see what you did here. Y'all trying to put me in a position where y'all can jump me, and that's cool. It's still not gonna change, good brother. Football players is definitely more athletic and skilled when it comes to the realm of
You heard it here
athletics
first. We're gonna leave it
than
at
basketball
that.
players. But hey, respect y'all. What y'all do though? Y'all are phenomenal.
Not
What
y'all.
do?
I am not.
I played football, but I don't get
I
no
know.
credit.
I mean, I feel you, but you know, I don't know what side you was on. I thought you was on the basketball side.
He was on your side. He
Oh,
was on your
oh,
side.
so yeah, oh,
That
yeah.
day he was on your side.
Just to give a little audience backstory, this has been a good friend of mine, good brother of mine. Shoot, going on 3-4 years. Like I moved out here to Tampa, and we just God foreseen it for us to connect, and we've been cool and close ever since. We don't talk all the time, but we definitely check on each other. Man, I had my daughter. This is one of the first people that said, "Man, congratulations on being a good dad." I said, "Man, I seen Dre do it, so I got a little bit of a blueprint. I got you too, Malcolm. You showed me how to be a dad. Period. But them good dads, it's
different.
a whole
I got a
nother
boy.
animal.
Whole nother dynamic.
I got a boy. I got a boy.
Man, really bring that side out you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you ain't lying. But now that we kind of speaking into like really having this conversation about the 1% and the 99, right? You're not only, like you said, you're a coach, but you stretch the people that you work with to be better.
Yes, sir.
So during your journey, what were some of like the hardest, or so some of the hardest adversity you had to face to get to where you at, right? Because you have a lot of people who are in that 99 percentile. They don't know what that adversity looks like or how to counteract it. So what would be something that you would recommend, or if you want to share a story of a challenge you had to overcome, and what was your approach?
Well, when I first started chasing this goal and this dream as far as being phenomenal in the fitness field, the first thing that I was approached with was adversity.
Right.
While I was chasing this, and not a lot of people knew about it, but it was my own personal story I had to go through. I was in Newark, Delaware, serving 2 different schools, university, and my own clientele, and I had so many things going on in my personal life that people didn't know about. That I was homeless at the time. I was living in my car at the time.
Yeah.
Man, I forget the name of my. I was at the Retreat apartment complex. They had 7 levels on their parking garage, right? And I knew the tow truck drivers,
Right.
and I know they would only go to like the first 4 to 5 floors.
Right.
So I would take my car, I would park all the way up to the last floor, knowing that they're not gonna go up there.
Right.
And I would just kick it up there. I had the Mustang at the time, so I'm
Yeah.
laying back low, but there's a 3 to 5 month period to where I'm just like, I'm either crashing at a friend's house or I got just stuck it out in the Mustang.
Right.
And that left me to nothing but, a lot of one-on-one time with God, a lot of time to figure out whatever dream I wanted to bring to life and I wanted to water. And I had 1,000 instances where I could have just said, I'm going to just go ahead and go back home. I couldn't really reach out to too many people around me because I know how they was going to act if they knew I was in a bad situation.
Right.
So I feel like when you want to chase something great, God gives you like a prove it moment. Like, how far and how much are you willing to go through in order for you to achieve this? Because He didn't give you the plan, the goal, the idea, the thought by accident.
Right.
It's on God to plant the seed into you. It's on you on how you want to act to it.
Right.
For some things, in order for you to achieve it, you're not going to know how to carry it. You're not probably going to, hold it the right way if you don't go through something to get it.
Right.
Because knowing that, like me knowing now how much I had to go through in order to get to the point I'm at right now, I'm not going to do anything to mess up this position. I'm going to cherish it. I'm going to carry it a certain way. I'm really going to cater to it, and it's going to be so personal and so valuable to me that I have to uphold myself a certain way in order to maintain it. I know what it takes to maintain it. So, and I wouldn't have that had I not gone through the difficulties I had to go through. So, one of my mentors, Myron, he always says disruption follows intention. As soon as you set out to achieve something great, the first thing that's going to follow is something that's going to disrupt it. Now, depending on how big of the caliber of the thing you're trying to achieve is, that's going to be followed up with a bigger disruption.
100%.
And being able to have faith, stay locked in on the vision, and not worry about what you have to go through to get there, just get through to get through.
Yeah.
Is really monumental as far as how far you're going to go on the journey, because you might say, I want A, B, and C, and God's going to say, you're capable of A, B, and C, but I need you to go through this in order to get through that. And if you're not willing to go through this to get through that, then it's really not on me.
Right.
Once I present the opportunity for you to prove it, for you to earn it, for you to get to that point, it's on you to do what you have to do.
100%.
And that level of staying focused and staying locked in, regardless of what you're going through, it really lets you know that nothing that's gonna come in front of you is gonna be bigger than you. You know, it's not gonna be bigger than you, and it's not gonna be something that you can't get through. And if you can make it through that point, how you're gonna appreciate the journey moving forward is it could literally be life changing. You know, and I told myself I didn't want to be one of the people that give up on their dream. And one of the things I want to give to the people that I work with moving forward is that I may not be able to understand your exact situation, but I can empathize with it. You know, so I can relate. So it's not like I'm trying to tell you things that I'm foreign to or that I don't understand.
Yeah.
I've been in that position.
Yeah.
Whatever realm you want to think about, I've been in that position. And I understand now. It's so clear to me now that that I made it out of it, why it was so important for me to go through those things, because it has to shape you and mold you to be somebody that can keep up with the 1%.
Exactly.
You know, the 1% is 1% for a reason. The biggest reason is that they're willing to do the things that the 99% aren't willing to do. And it's just that simple. So appreciate the hard times and the struggles and know that it's all for a reason.
Right.
We don't get put through things just for the sake of going through things. Some things God has to teach us, and the only way that we could be taught is by going through a hardship. Now, I would say, if I could talk to myself from an earlier stage, don't make it so God has to tell you to teach you the same lesson twice.
Right.
Because there was a couple lessons where it's like, God's like, okay, you're just not going to get it, so we're going to have to go through this one more time.
Right.
And you're not going to get it again, so we're just going to have to keep going through one more time.
patient.
And then, and then
Waiting
once
on
I
you.
got it, I'm like, listen, I don't want you to have to teach me that again, so let's just back off from you having to show me
Right.
this and that. I got it. You
Right.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now we can move forward.
Exactly.
But it's all part of that molding process. And who you are molded to be is going to represent how well you can carry it and how well it lasts.
Right.
Because some people, they get to the point, and it's not about getting to the point. It's about getting to the point and staying there and growing.
Right.
So you don't want to get to the point where, like, I never wanted to be one of those people that, like, I had it and I lost it. Because I was already in that point going through my journey with college football where I felt like I was on top of the world and I lost it and I had to get it right back. And I don't want to keep having to go through the stage of trying to get it right back.
Right.
Once you get there, stay there.
Humble.
And not only stay there, continue to grow.
Exactly.
That's one of the things that kills you on the journey is that complacency. Like, oh, I finally made it out. I'm good. You thinking
your
you're
foot off the
good,
gas.
and now you don't have like that self-reflection.
drive. Right.
Yeah, that drive. You don't want to act like you don't really want it no more. You know what I mean? You don't want. I sell shirts that say "Remember why you started on it."
I need
Because
that.
I got you. Don't even
need
worry
that.
about it. And because you gotta think, like, when I first came out here, you was one of the first people I started training.
Yep. Sure was.
And I still think daily about how I was at every mall.
Mm-hmm.
If you went to a mall, I may not have handed you a flyer, and if I didn't get you a flyer, it was a flyer on your car.
Mm-hmm.
You was gonna have to try to ignore me.
That grind mode.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like when you first start, you have that hunger, right? And it's that day one mentality of like your dreams are big, your ambition is big, the energy is big, the drive is there.
Yeah, it's
and,
easy.
And it's like, man, it's like you just got such a hunger, and it's like every time you get a piece, you get closer. That level of intensity grows because
Yep.
you're getting closer to the dream. And it's like, you're like, ooh, if I could just get 3 more people. If I could just get 2 more people. Then you get the 3, and it's like, how do you act when you get that 3, though?
Right.
Right? And then so now you get that first 3, it's like, oh, what's next? I think I can get 5 more. And then that never-ending hunger for more.
The drive. Yep.
And it's not about, like, a monetary thing. It's about, like, how great can I be in the space I'm trying to be into? Like, can I handle this?
Yep.
Can I take this?
Walking in your purpose.
Can I expect more of myself? And then when you reflect, you think it's like, I may have achieved this, and this may be great to me currently, but is this the end all be all? I may think 10 people is good. Oh, I'm killing the game. God's like, you're capable of 25.
Right.
You're capable of 30. And unless you continue to trust me and keep that hunger, I don't want you to stay at 10, 15. I want you to continue to grow and grow. And then as you grow, the people that you're interacting with grows. You get around more people who I like to call children of God's kingdom.
Yep.
Once you get more around the people of the kingdom, they will take care of you. They will nourish you. The first day I met Myron, I was so mind blown.
Oh,
But it was like humbling.
Yeah.
Because I was watching him for years already.
Yeah.
And then so when a good friend of mine was like, yeah, you know, his office is right down the street from your gym, I was so mind blown, but I was like, God makes no mistakes. I'm only in this point right now because I overcame what he put in front of me. And now I overcame what he put in front of me. I'm now presented to meet somebody who I've been watching for years, and
Right.
then he's such a humble dude. Like,
Yeah, I know.
he'll introduce himself first. My name is Ryan, going da 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 da. And but it's like a reflection, like I'm on the right track.
100%.
You know what I mean?
That
And
confirmation.
exactly. And so I might have a day. I'm so blessed now that I might see 50 people in a day at my gym. I still gotta have that hunger. Like, no, like, cause I could lose it. That's
Easy.
simple.
Yeah.
You can lose it that simple. And I don't want to get to the point where I get complacent and act like, I don't have that hunger, that drive. Like, I don't really want it no more.
Yeah.
That day one hunger is so big. That's one of the things that separate the one from the 99. Like, once the overflow comes,
How do you handle it?
yeah, don't just sit there and think you good. Because
Right,
there's
right.
just so much more coming if you keep your mind in the right place.
I like that. So I got 2 questions.
So I tell you,
My
every
mind-
time I talk to this man, I'm ready to run through a brick wall.
Right.
That's my guy.
So you might as well add motivational speaker to your thing. But
You're not the first person to tell me that. I'm gonna listen because God keeps telling me
that's
that.
a confirmation.
dog. So like, I gotta listen to that. I'm like,
Got to.
I got you.
So my first question, and it's mainly not even for you. I would say it's for those that's listening.
Okay.
And I know that you've gone through a pivotal moment in your life, right? I know you've gone through it where maybe the gym wasn't the first thing.
Right.
There could be other things that you're like, I want to go this direction. How did you pivot? And how would you tell someone to pivot? No matter if this didn't work out, this may be designed for you. But how did you pivot during that moment?
I would say, man, and this is such like this concept is so hard to grasp. You got to really get deep into your faith to understand this level. When you like lay down and fully submit yourself to God and stop saying, God, I want this, and I know you can make it happen. God may not want that for you. I was heartbroken, man. Like, and I feel like every athlete goes through this, regardless of how far you get in sports.
Right.
I was heartbroken, dog. Draft goes through. My agent's like, don't worry about it. I'm going to have you 3 different opportunities for you to go play at the next level. We going to get you the free agency thing. The rookie camp invite is on you. I said, man, you give me an opportunity, I'm going to run through that door. Because
Right.
all I got to do is get inside the building. Rookie camp invite with the Ravens. I'm training 2-3 times a day. I'm still on Lincoln's campus, and I'm just staying locked in. I'm focused. They call me the day I'm supposed to go out. So I'm like, yeah, we gave your rookie camp invite to somebody else. He ended up signing with the team, so I wasn't tripping too much, but it's like my whole life changed like that. So I went through like an identity crisis.
Right.
I've been playing ball for so long. I don't know who I am outside of
committed
football.
yourself.
Yeah, I don't know who I am outside of football.
Right.
So, and that's humbling in itself because to think that I only thought about myself as valuable as to how many balls I could catch or how many touchdowns I could score, like I lowball myself crazy. And like I was in a place where I was like, I know God got a plan for me. I know God got a plan for me. I'm going to keep training. And yes, God has a plan for you, but are y'all in line with what the plan is? You got to be willing to understand, like, and it's hard. For every athlete, it's hard. I don't care if
Obedience
it's
is the most
elite.
difficult thing to ask.
God might say, your days playing are done. It's time for you to move on.
Right.
And I've had this conversation so many times where it's like, people try to force the dream on God. That's not our role. I don't serve a God who listens to me. I serve a God who I have to listen to. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be one of those guys like, no, God got a plan. God gonna make it happen. He don't work on my terms. So when I had to understand like those days are over with, my constant prayer was help reveal to me who I need to be to serve the people in your kingdom because I don't know.
Right.
Honestly, didn't know. So I went a couple different directions. I started working with like juvenile kids and public schools, and I didn't know that my natural gift was in fitness. People were actually gravitated towards it, and I didn't really want to charge for it.
Yeah.
And that's when I had another mentor tell me, whatever you're doing that you could do naturally without really getting tired, and I feel like that you would actually kind of feel guilty with charging for, that's probably what your purpose was.
Yep.
One more time. Hold on. Let him say that. Let him say that last part one more time. I like that. Yes, sir. Hey, quote this.
Whatever you can do that requires the least amount of effort that you actually feel guilty for charging for, that's probably what your purpose is. Because that's the gift.
Right.
I don't have to try to operate in my gift. I just have to be me.
Exactly.
And the people are going to gravitate for me. Whoever my gift is for, they're going they're gonna gravitate
Identify
towards.
it.
Yeah, they're gonna identify. They're gonna come towards. That's what my gift
Exactly.
is. I'm a firm believer, and I understand my gift is not for everybody, but who it's for is who it's for, and I'm gonna continue to over deliver for everybody who it's for. That's how I'm gonna earn my way into the kingdom. But I couldn't get to that point without submitting myself to God and saying, "You tell me who you want me to be, where you want me to be, who you want me to do it with, whatever journey, and it's all on you." With like, and going through that submission process is like, what comes after that is hard because like that test of faith. I'm gonna put this in front of you, and this in front of you, this in front of you, this in front of you. Do you still trust me?
Right.
You know. And for a while, I wasn't making a lot of money with training. For a while, I had to do it for free. For a while, I had to go through homelessness. For a while, people didn't value it how I had to value it. And then, whose story is that in the Bible? Joseph. It's not always going to be free. Don't worry about it. You keep using the gifts I gave you.
Right.
It ain't always
I'm
going
gonna
to be
change
free.
your environment.
And then he did the same exact work, higher level.
Yep.
I want you to be above everything. He's going to give you your own lane to dominate
Yep.
if you listen and use the gift that he gave you.
Right.
Joseph didn't use the gift any differently. He didn't start operating better because he was realized he just had to be him.
Yep.
So I just started being me and stopped trying to put on the front and stopped trying to identify as what I wanted to be. And I said, God, whatever you want me to be that I could do naturally, let's do it.
Right.
And after I got to that phase, my whole life changed.
Man,
I tell you.
man.
They not. That's why I told him he had to be on here. I've been harassing this dude.
Right.
I told him, like, this is my guy. I gotta get you on here. So now that we're diving into that, right? You kind of put a lot of emphasis on the adversity that you face in that isolation period, right? So now coming to 2024, whoa,
Right.
this is different. You got a daughter.
Yes.
You got a gym. You got clients. You operate on that higher level.
Right.
Work-life balance. What does that look like for you?
Depending on how locked in you are towards achieving that goal, success loves speed. Once you catch momentum, any entrepreneur is going to tell you, once you catch that momentum, you don't want to lose it. So the higher the momentum you get, the less appetite I had for balance.
Right.
I did not care about balance. I wanted to make the dream happen, and the closer you get to it, the level of intensity rises. The appetite for balance, it decreases. I didn't want to. You know what changed my life with that? Myron. Man, I don't want to get too personal with his business, but he pretty much said the sooner you get to success, the sooner you're able to enjoy it with the people that you love. And he shared a story about how he was on his journey. And one of his loved ones that put the most towards his journey, as far as backing him, he finally got to his millions. He wanted to take the whole family out to celebrate. And that certain person passed right before the trip. And he's like, I got it. I made it. But the person who put the most into it with me, he's not here to enjoy it with me.
Right.
So I'm having that conversation with one of my boys. And so I started thinking, I'm like, what's the external goal that you have that's not going to benefit you, but probably benefit someone that you love? And I was like, my mom. I want to be able to give her an Amex card so she can do whatever she wants, live life on her terms. And he was like, do you want her to have 2 years to enjoy that or 20 years to enjoy that? And once that hit, like, I felt so guilty turning the game on because I'm sitting there, I might turn the Xbox on, I'm like, man, like, me playing the game right now might push my dream back like 10, 15, 12, even if it pushes back 35 days.
Right.
I don't want it to get pushed back.
Right.
I don't have the time for balance right now. The opportunity is here for me to get my spot. Let's get the spot. We toured. I got the spot. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't just have a spot with no equipment. I got to double back down. I got to dig back deeper. Now I got to get the equipment.
Yep.
I got some of the equipment. I had a great group of guys with me. Shouts out to the dogs, man. They put so much into it, and they're backing me so much. Now I understand what I represent.
Yep.
I represent somebody who came from who's in a place that he's not from, getting real motion, legal, genuine motion off of the gifts that he finally identified for himself, and now I'm in the place where I can have my own kingdom to rule over.
Yep.
I didn't want to play with that.
Yep.
So what do I look like being out taking shots at a club, or what do I look like out doing this, doing that? What do I look like doing anything that's outside of the dream when the opportunity is in front of me? I didn't have an appetite for balance, and it's hard to navigate that with certain friends, like
100%. And family.
big time, because it's
I
like
understand.
I'm not hearing nothing that's not the dream right now. I'm not hearing it.
I like that, right? Now with that, I think we're on the same mindset. The one thing that I would say, and he knows that I'm like, bro, I can't compromise is with my little one. Like the time, it's like every money is called time to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I make sure I give those memories to my little one. But when it's game time, it's game time.
It's game time.
Because I got to build for you. You know what I mean? But I make sure I'm there, which I'm pretty sure you're 100% on the same page.
Right.
But when it comes to like, hey, let's go to the bar and let's go turn up 24/7. Like I'm happy being in here.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I mean? So I feel you.
That speaks to your level of fulfillment.
Right.
Right. So now we're talking about, why don't you want to go do this, go do that, go do that? Me chasing my dream alone is enough fulfillment I need to keep me going. I'm not getting any fulfillment in any arena doing anything that's not the dream right now.
Right.
So you ask somebody how they balance. I don't want to balance. And when you get in that mode where you don't want to balance, stay there until something happens. And then once you hit a milestone, all right, cool. In order for me to now that I got to the milestone, let's celebrate it. Now let's put some balance in there.
Right.
Then when the next milestone comes, opportunity comes, I got to lock back in.
Yep.
And the people that are closest to me, they know. Like, when I'm in that mode,
Do not disturb.
don't hit me with nothing that's not the dream. If it's not a client opportunity, a speaking opportunity, a training opportunity, anything that doesn't pertain to the dream, do not bring it to me. And they'll say, like, he not outside right now. Like,
Yeah.
don't send him on fire. I understand it's somebody's birthday. I'm going to say, hey, bro, love you. Happy birthday. Hope you get everything you need. Da-da-da-da. I'm not going outside. I need to lock in on the dream.
Facts.
Because I don't want to waste. And because, as entrepreneurs, you're going to be tired. You're going to be exhausted.
Exactly.
90% of the time.
Yep.
If I'm going to be exhausted 90% of the time, I don't want to spend that 10% doing anything that's not the
Nonsense.
dream.
Right.
I dream. If it's not this, I don't care.
Yeah.
And with all due love and respect. And those that love and respect what you got going on and truly believe what you got going on, when they believe in that, they going to respect it too. Like, hey, bro, like.
Boundaries.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to hit you with nothing that's not the dream right now. I see how locked in you are. If I'm not contributing to it, I don't got nothing for you. Those are the people you need.
Around.
Those are the people you need. And I'm talking about, like, it's crazy because as I started to make a name for myself in Tampa, some of the guys that I was hanging around that I had training with me every single day, to some people, they're like, no, you want to watch your back with them. You got to watch the company you keep. And I'm like, the same guys that's sweeping the gym,
Right.
the same guys that's mopping,
Right.
they got, whatever their situation they got going on, they good.
Right.
They spending their time investing in my dream.
Right.
Some people might come along, they don't know the exact situation, the exact experience, the relationship you have with them. They on the outside looking in. I keep the people who invest in my dream and that are genuine about it so close to me, because when it comes crunch time where it's like, yo, the dream needs this and I want to lock in, they're so intentional with like feeding that, and proximity is everything. The people around you, if they don't believe in it like that, that can hold you back. That can set you back.
Environment matters.
I don't speak to people who don't, like, if I'll talk to you a little bit to see where you at. If I'm like, yo, I'm about to open up my gym, that's gonna be hard. I don't got no energy for you, bro. Like,
I've seen him do it too. I've seen
I'm
him
talking
do
about,
it.
I
like,
love it.
instantly, I will
Yes,
cut you
sir.
off. Like, you are.
That's where I got it from. When I told you,
cut.
You ain't supporting. I gotta let you go.
Like,
the door.
you are temporarily cut until I feel like dealing with you again.
Exactly.
I love
If-
you to death.
if.
If I feel like dealing with you again.
Exactly.
And it's like, I got an opportunity to make this happen. My drive is as high as it's ever been. I'm expressing this. I'm trying to do A, B, and C. And you're like, oh, bro, that's hard. The whole world gonna give me that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need the people closest to me to give me that.
I hear that every
How
day.
can,
Anyway.
how can I help you? What
Exactly.
can I do to
What
help
you
you
want me
get
to do?
there?
And it's like, what you want me to do? Bro, just post something. My brother, man, when I tell you I got so much appreciation for this brother, he a rapper out here, one of the hottest rapper out. Hey, everybody go download No Question by Cheese Boss Man.
Hey,
Okay.
we,
Right
might,
now.
we might have him on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at him. Man, as far as like, we feed each other like, yo, I want to do this. You want to do I don't hit him with like, and he'll tell you. He probably gonna come on here and tell you. Since the day I met him, he's always, when's the album dropping? When's the song coming? When's the music video? Da 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 da. You come to me, I'm a dreamer. I need to be around dreamers. Not only do I need to be around dreamers, I need to be around dreamers who are dreaming.
Right.
I don't need to be around dreamers who are complacent.
Yep.
I don't need to be around any doubt, any worry, any fear. I need let's go, let's go, let's go. What are we doing?
Yep.
I send you a video. Yo, I'm on the stairs at 4 in the morning to make a statement, make a standard. I'm trying to prove it to God right now. What you gonna do? He'll double back. Oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm in the studio. I've been in the studio since 3 in the morning, and I'm about to be in the gym with you at 5. We gonna keep that bouncing. You know what I mean? And like I said, proximity is everything. That bad energy, or like that energy that's not genuine, where it's like, I'm sticking around to see if you get it done, but like,
I'm not in support of you. I don't
I
believe
don't think it's gonna get there like
Exactly.
that. That's contagious. I don't want that around me. Listen, bro, I don't talk to you until 2 o'clock. If it's not about a dream, don't hit me till about 2. Yo, bro. And even when I talk to you at 2, you got 5 minutes. What's up, bro?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Da 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 da. I'm locked back in.
Yep.
Establishing that boundary is huge, because it's like, if I'm catching that momentum, if I'm locked in, if I'm driven, you taking away from that, that costs
wrap.
too much. That costs too, and I'm not willing to pay that. You stay over there. I now put you in the category of people who's against me. I don't care about y'all. I don't got no energy for you. Cut.
Yep.
And then listen. Hey, bro, the gym's about to be running. Come through for a session, get some work.
Yep.
Da 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 da. Now I can talk to you,
Right.
but I gotta stay locked in.
During that drive mode, I gotta focus on drive. That's like driving in the rain. Think about it. That's like driving in the rain. You ever driven in the rain? I was in Tennessee, matter of fact, and in the mountains in Tennessee, it's a cliff, and then the other side. So we're driving, and everyone in the car was just like, "Yeah, Malcolm, music." Hey, be quiet, everybody. I had to focus because it was storming, and it wasn't no rails. It was boom,
Cliff. Yeah.
bro, and we had to get
And if
to
you
the
didn't
cabin.
stay locked in, everybody behind you that you was responsible for,
Bro.
you pay the cost.
But when we got to the cabin,
Yeah.
we had a good time.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know what you just said? That was so powerful. I don't even think you realized what you just said.
What I say?
You don't even
bro.
realize what you just said, but it was so powerful. He said, because if you mess up on that drive, you're responsible for other people.
Yep.
I put on my board, I write quotes on my board. Like whatever God placed into my mind, I write it to the board, and then whoever it's for is who it's for. It was a week or two ago. I said, everything you do matters to somebody. It's a win or a loss for somebody. So if you win today, who wins? If you lose today, who loses? How much do you value, and how much does it matter to you if that person wins or loses? You know what I mean? So you're talking about, oh man, I might mess up this, and everybody's, yeah. So take that same thought process and apply that to your life. If I shortcut myself right now, who else did I shortcut?
Yep.
If I go the extra mile right now, who else gets to go the extra mile?
Yep.
Who else is going to benefit based off of how I approach this journey?
Yep.
You lock in on that, now you've made your personal goal about those around you and not you.
Game changer.
Because when you make everything about you, at some point in time, you might be more likely to be like, all right, I'm tired, I'm going to call it for a day.
Yep.
But because you called it for a day,
Yeah.
somebody else is going to hurt because you called it for the day.
Yep.
You know, you might call for the day, and now you don't get to operate your highest the next day. That loss ain't just on you.
Yep.
Other people lost because of that.
100%.
So now you have a driving force for why you're doing what you're doing. I'm thinking about, oh, man, I could put this extra hour in, but nah, like now it's my daughter need me to put that extra hour in. So-and-so need me to put that extra hour in. My mom, I still think about that goal. My man was like, how long do you want her to enjoy that? I don't want her to enjoy that for 2 years.
Right.
I want her to have 20 plus years of being able to enjoy that.
Right.
So if I shortcut myself, I'm shortcutting how many years, the longevity that she has of being able to enjoy that.
The fruits.
I'm not willing to negotiate that. I'm not willing to put that. So I'll put others in front of myself if they contribute to the dream.
Right.
Correct.
And when you're doing like a service-based business, everything about you, once you like blow up, everything about you is how well you put others in front of yourself. And one of the things I learned from Myron is that that's your brand. Your brand isn't a logo. It's how people talk about you. And when people talk about you, it's how well you make up for their inconveniences to still make a way for them. That's
Add value.
exactly how well can I add value. So to a certain extent, I'll put my clients above me as far as like I could do one more session and just rest up a little bit later. I might sleep on the gym. I might do this. I might do that. But it's the investment I made.
Yeah.
So you understand, this is not just some regular trainer. I'm here for you as a whole, as a person.
Genuinely.
This is not about just 4 sets of 10.
Right.
I need you to win in every aspect. I train a lot of entrepreneurs. We all have to be an example for each other
Yep.
as far as going hard for your brand. That's why I train them so hard. If you're not gonna go hard in here, how hard you gonna go in your business?
Facts.
Like
Facts.
if you're gonna shortcut yourself here, and when you think about how health is connected to how you operate in your business and wealth, you're probably gonna shortcut yourself in your business because you shortcut yourself here. I might tell you grab a 75. Oh, I don't think I could do that. What else do you think that you're not capable of doing? And when I hand it to you and you do it a lot easier than you think you do, now you're like, man, like I just downplayed myself. But in what other arena are you downplaying yourself, and why are you so cool with downplaying yourself like that? That's the energy you got to keep around you when you're serving entrepreneurs, especially in service-based businesses.
So that's a great segue, right, to my next question for you. So you mentioned about like who gave you those thoughts? Like where did those original thoughts of doubt and complacency and being average came into place, right? How important is it to change your environment, right? Because like you said, I don't surround myself unless it's with people that are dreaming or working towards their dream.
Right.
Because anything else is short of failure.
Right.
So how do you identify those people? Because people are good at first impressions, right? They'll tell you, yeah, I wanna get in shape. You're a trainer. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 20 pounds. They do your program for 2 weeks. 2 weeks go by. Better yet, I'll give you a more realistic situation. New Year's. New Year's, new me.
Yes.
I feel like you're talking about me now.
Nah.
See?
New year, new me. Right? I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 10 pounds. You give him a program. You do a diagnosis, which he's done it for me.
Right.
Very detailed. You're going to be like, damn, brother, did you do an x-ray on me? Right? So 2 weeks into the program, they stop. Now, at that point, as a trainer, where's your mindset at as far as moving forward with them? Do you say, hey, because to your point, these people are contagious. That mindset is contagious. I'm a trainer. Right. I'm not above anything that's of negativity. So my job and responsibility is to make sure I surround myself around people that are not only dedicated to their dreams, but also willing to chase it. Right. How do you identify it? What are the characteristics that you're looking for to say, okay, I got to cut you off, big dog. You're not on the goal I'm on right now.
So I'll say a few things. I will say, how important is this goal to you? And I'll say, do us both a favor. You come to me with this goal, I'm going to take this very serious. I want to make sure you get there. Do not put me in a position where I'm taking this more serious than you're taking this. Because now I'm going to get frustrated with you. And because of how frustrated I am with you, you're going to get irritated with me. Yep. This is going to be a bad relationship, bad experience.
Yep.
Let's keep the standards high. Let's keep the effort high. Let's keep the energy high. And I let them know your first 2 weeks are going to be the most important. That's going to dictate how we move forward. Why? If you haven't trained in a while, if you haven't worked out in a little bit, you do not feel better first. You feel horrible first.
Facts.
And I can't tell you how many of my clients are like, yo, Dre, I can't extend my arms. I got the T-Rex arms. I don't think this is for me. I'm like, no. This is natural.
Yeah.
This is going to try to disrupt you. You need to stay focused. Continue eating like you're supposed to be eating, because I let them know there's three pillars to success. You need to do your cardio. You need to eat correctly for the regimen you're on. You need to do the training. I can't handle the training. I usually handle everything outside of this. If you stay locked in on it, don't worry. You don't got to lie to me. I'm going to know based off of your recovery. You're not eating right.
Yep.
I'm going to know based off of how you perform in the gym. You're not doing your cardio.
Yep.
So I'm a send text. I'm going to remind you. I'm going to call you to get up. Yo, did you do your cardio this morning? I need that 45. I need a picture. So once you lock in with me, it's like, the standard is so high.
Accountability.
And the reason why I approach it that way is because everybody is so proud of what they're doing. I got a group chat. They're like, yo, they posting their 45s in the group chat. This is what I'm eating today. I did my 45. I did this. We do the check-ins with the in-body scan at Southern Nutrition. Southside of Southern Nutrition. We're a phenomenal team. Get your thing from Southern Nutrition. Yo, I dropped my body fat. My muscle mass went up. I dropped this many pounds. You're proud about that. We're a community. If you don't align with the community, I don't got to tell you to leave. You gonna feel out of place.
Yeah.
Like, these people is going too hard for me, bro. Like, I can't get, they doing 45 on the stairs, coming 2-3 times a week. They ask me what I'm eating. They going outside. They faking they shots. Either you gonna align with it and we're gonna move together,
Yeah.
or you're not gonna align with it
You're
and
gonna fall short.
you're gonna fall off. And I might say this might not be the program for you, big bro. Like the standards and expectations are high because I demand a lot. You may not have a lot of people that's gonna demand a lot out of you, so you're gonna shortcut yourself.
Right.
I'm going to demand you need to handle A, B, and C. You came to me with the goal.
Right.
I didn't say, hey, send me some goals, let's work on them. You came to me, this is the standard expectation. Either you follow suit, or you fall off. My program's not for everybody.
Right.
And I respect that.
Right.
I don't want, listen, if you're not with the program, if you don't fit right in, hey, listen, so-and-so got a great program, so-and-so got a great program, so-and-so got a great program.
I love that.
That might work better for you,
Right.
but I got to keep the energy right.
Exactly.
I need, when people join, and I love to see it, when new people join, and my people that's been here for a while, they interact with them, they push them, and I'm very good on I'm very serious about my coaching cues. So they'll give the same coaching cues. So now you're not just training with me.
Right.
One of my clients gonna tell you chest up, shoulders back, put your shoulders, push your knees outside, put your hips down to there, da, da, da. So now he's like, oh, this is a whole unit thing. This is not me just
Militant.
leading the army. This is all of us walking together. We would love for you to come with us, but we are okay if you don't want to come with us.
Hey. Hey now.
I know one of your dreams, one of your goals, your missions is to help 1 million people, right? How are you getting to that point? I see where you are now, and I feel like to anyone else, they're looking at it was like, I wish I was there. But I feel like with you like, oh, I ain't hit that mark yet.
Yeah.
That you know how you at the range, you like, it's
I'm
still
close.
some more stuff on that target.
I can see it's in the distance. It's in the
Yeah.
distance, but I'm not there yet.
Right.
As far as keeping that drive, I'd say all the time, you never know who's watching you.
Right.
When I post a story of me doing stairs at 3:30 in the morning, I don't know who's watching that. I don't know how long they've been watching that. Somebody might be outside my building. This dude's crazy. We just got out the club. He's on the stairs. What's going on? And he's about to train for 16, 18 hours. What is he doing? He's going hard with his workout. What is he doing?
Yep.
It's a standard. And when you're aware that, I can't tell you how many times, it usually happens like every 2-3 weeks. Somebody will send a long message. Yo, you posted this quote. Yo, I've been watching you for forever. You just motivated me to do A, B, and C. It's not just about the people who you know are with you. It's about the people that you don't know about. And they're going to reveal themselves. Like, they're going to show love. Like, yo, because of how I watch you do this, it made me want to do this. And now these are the results from it. That's like the dream. That's a part of the fuel of the dream. Because it's like, when you understand, I have to watch how I move in public. I got to watch what I post. I got to watch how lenient I am with certain things because in my mind, I already got 1 million people watching me. I don't want to get to the point where now I actually have that million and I'm unprepared.
Oh.
I'm calling this my season of practice. If I can't handle, I think I have like 16,000 or something, whatever followers. If I can handle my 16,000, how am I going to get to 250? How am I going to get to 500,000? How am I going to get to 1 million? And if I do get there, when I do get there, do you want to get there and not be prepared? You can't practice when you get to that level.
You gotta be ready.
You gotta be ready, and because when the big checks come, when the big money come, they're not saying we're gonna give you some time to practice. We paying you. We tuned in with who you are right here, right now.
Yep.
Because we don't have time to waste.
We don't got no time to
Facts.
waste. You in the big leagues now, big dog.
Right.
So you talking about practice? Okay, you go back over there and you get your little practice on, and we'll go mess with somebody who's not trying to practice.
Then you miss your opportunity.
Exactly. So I'm gonna just act right now as if I already am who I want to be. 'Cause I am.
And that's what Myron talk about all the time. Don't do, be.
Be.
Yeah.
Be speaks to your identity.
Yep.
If you align your identity with the end goal, you'll understand who that person is. I need to be this. I need to walk this way. I need to talk this way. I need to dress this way. I need to represent myself, my mission, and A, B, and C. Then you align with that. You just became one big step closer. Because at least identify with it.
Exactly.
You can't have a big dream and then you're operating small dream movements.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you got to just always be aware that you are being watched a lot closer than you think. And if your faith is in the right spot, it don't matter who watching you.
Yep.
God's saying, hey, big bro, you told me you wanted A, B, and C. You out here doing D, E, and F.
Right.
Right.
I don't know if I can bless you with this, big bro.
You might not be ready for that blessing.
But when you get back to A, B, and C, I got you.
We'll talk.
Right.
We'll talk.
You come see me, but right now, you're not under me right now. You're kind of playing with your faith and your trust and your identity with me. You're not really acting as one of my soldiers, so I can't bless you with what comes in with the kingdom. But when you ready, I got you.
Game time.
Exactly.
Man, so I got to pivot real quick because I've been sitting across from you and I've been looking at the hat, the jump. Am I right? I feel like I'm old.
Tracksuit, yes.
All right, tracksuit.
You can also
Hey,
jump
listen.
suit.
Hey, don't tell my age. But the tracksuit, the dang,
Chain?
I feel old.
Yeah, hey, man.
Chain.
Don't talk about me.
Come on, Unc.
Yeah. the chain, the charm, bro. I love it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. And how can we get that? How can we get that?
I got plenty
Dang,
of
I feel old.
I got plenty of it at the gym. But this is a testament on how locked in and what I am on my mission. This is not just on clothes. You know what car I drive, because you walk outside, you're going to see this logo on the car. Everywhere you go, you're going to know I'm there because I got that logo. I got to represent the dream in all aspects. And I understand, like, I've made some mistakes in my past, just like every other human has made mistakes in the
Right.
past. I've made some mistakes wearing my, representing my brand. But I'm not just representing the good parts of the brand. I'm representing, like, you're a human being, you're going to make mistakes. I'm a human being, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to represent how well I respond to the mistakes I've made. I'm going to take accountability for my mistakes, and I'm going to bounce back and be even better to let you know that you could be even better. So everywhere I go, I have my logo on. This is who I am. This is my identity. I can't not be this. I don't take this hat off and now I'm not that. When I go home,
That's
when I
you.
pop up at 2 a.m, I'm this. I'm always this. This is not a front. So I understand what this represents, and this holds a certain deeper meaning to me. So it's tatted on me. You will never see me without it. It's tatted on my
He
tricep.
locked in.
Yep.
He
It's
locked
tatted
in.
on me.
And one thing that we say often on the show is that mistakes are valuable.
Right.
Like, people don't understand. Mistakes can teach you so much about where you need to go, where you've gone, what you've gone through, and what's in front of you. Right. So once you're able to understand that those mistakes are priceless,
Right.
it really helps you navigate on what your goals are and how to get there.
And what comes with mistakes is I love mistakes. I love big mistakes, small
Fall
mistakes.
forward.
I love what comes with mistakes.
Yep.
I might make a mistake. I train a lot of nightlife. I might make a mistake, and I might have a whole world looking at me as something that I know that I'm not.
Yep.
But I can stand on one fact. I understand I am not my mistakes.
Exactly.
I'm how I respond to them.
100%.
So if you're gonna judge me off anything, you could take it one direction and judge me off just that mistake alone. But I'm gonna make it impossible for you to not take into consideration how I responded from that mistake. This happened to me, and I still bounce back. I'm still focused. I'm still 100% in. I'm still driven. I'm still locked in on making this happen despite my mistake.
Right.
So you can't look at me and judge me off that mistake. You got to judge me off of what I prove to you every single day. My resume is not my mistakes. My resume is what I show you every single day, and you can't deny that. That's who I am naturally.
Right. One thing I will point out: consistency.
Right.
Every time. We've never had an exchange where I'm like, damn, Dre, I'm ready. Like, what we about to do? Like he said, when he first moved to Tampa, I was one of his first clients. And
I remember you
I
before
told
him,
you, I told
post
you.
him.
We didn't even that was my first time meeting him. I was like, yo, this dude is intense. But then once I actually built a rapport and a relationship with him, I understood I'm chasing greatness. And when you chasing greatness, it's gonna be a little off-putting to someone that's not used to surrounding himself around that type of energy. Because
Yeah,
it's
for the
energy.
fitness, I was not ready for what you was telling me.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
used to
bro,
tell-
what do you mean? I am not getting up that early. I am not doing like I play ball and I
Yeah.
feel good, but I kept the stomach and the stomach. But on real talk,
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. So that energy is there. And like I said, I think the biggest part with this platform, right, and really connecting that gap is people don't understand what they're capable of until they face adversity. But again, that's what this show is for. If we give you the blueprint and say, hey, I've been evicted. I was homeless. I was broke. I lost my job. I did da. And we tell you how we overcame that. Now you got a blueprint. It's nothing in this world that's new under the sun.
Right.
Right? How you approach it may change, right? Considering technology and everything, but the same results and principles apply. You know, you take in those adversities, you figure out, like you say, you submit and say, what do I need to do? How do I get myself in the right path? And then the beauty about what we're doing is we're walking in our purpose, right? All of us at this table, we're walking in our purpose. And when you're in that mode, everything else seems irrelevant, right? Like I'll be up 3 a.m. Hey, calling you. Hey,
Right.
dude, I got this great idea. We need to do this. Or look at these numbers. Look, we reach this many people. If we do this, we can reach a million, reach 1,000, and through those principles and through that stretching of yourself, you get closer to what Dre was saying. You get closer and closer to your goals and ultimately what your value is. And like he said, and this is something that I hold dear. The fact that the amount of time that you use not to chase your goals and not to put time into your craft, you're doing a disservice to the people that you meant to help now and in the future. So, man, I mean, some powerful stuff. Powerful stuff.
Go ahead, my
I
brother.
just made a post literally last night. I made a post last night. I said, if you're gonna take anything personal, right? Because if it's one thing I know about our community,
Oh,
if it's
man.
one thing I know about human beings,
Yeah.
like for some reason it just sparks a special fire when we know somebody is against us. Like, if you're like, I bet you can't make 5 shots. You got such a fire to make them fight, just to be like, what? Yeah, I did. I know you can do it. Because you just want to be able to say, I did it, even though you told me I couldn't.
Right.
But you gotta think, we're always watering the seed or we're draining the seed, right? So, and what I said was, if we're gonna take anything personal, take personal your actions and how you act towards the people who believe in you. Don't take personal about, oh, I don't think you can do this. You don't gotta feed the doubt, worry, and fear. But if I tell both of y'all, I think y'all got a great idea for a podcast going on. This whole 99% to the 1% is phenomenal. I want to feed that. We can take that same energy that you're saying from somebody's like, oh, I don't believe in your podcast. Take that energy away from them. They don't need no energy. Why would you feed them?
Right.
And you can feed like, hey, I know you said you believe in my podcast. I just reached out to 10 people who I think would be phenomenal because this is my return on the investment you're making on me. I know how serious you're taking this, and I appreciate this. For me to show you that appreciation, I want to let you know, hey, I lined up A, B, C, right? Like when you first told me about the podcast, I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, names is popping up." I said, "Oh, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so,
Malcolm
so-and-so."
was in disbelief.
I said, "Oh, so-and-so. I'm on the phone. Yo, you got to get on the podcast." Da-da-da. I talked to Sherelle the other day. I'm like, "What do they got to pay you?" She said, "Just do my makeup." I called you. Hey, she said, "Do the makeup." Da-da-da. That's what you want to keep around.
Right,
You
right.
know, that's the energy I want to feed. And I want to give y'all a reason to continue to feed my energy.
Right.
When I say, yo, I don't want to be better than anybody else, but I want to be the best in my own lane when it comes
Exactly.
to being a fitness coach in Tampa.
I'm gonna be honest, brother. You selling yourself short. You more than a fitness coach. You've been more than a fitness coach for a long time. But that's a conversation for another time.
And that's why you need mentors. And that's why you
Right
need,
now, you're a better person. Man, it's so, bro. We met, and let's keep it 100. Before this, twice.
Twice.
The energy never changed.
Right.
No matter if we was debating or whatever, the energy never changed. But at the end of it, we was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna see you next time. Bro, you
And
motivational speaker. I'm gonna say it, bro. I like talking to the camera. I'm gonna
Let it
tell
in.
him,
Yeah, let
hey, I kid you not, bro. There's people that have a voice and it sounds good, and there's people that have passion, a voice, and experience that is a whole nother ballpark. That itself, like that can change the lives of people that may not be able to know how to get over that hurdle, because you've experienced homeless, you experienced pivotal moments, you experienced how to actually converse. Bro, we was at the mall. We was at the mall.
Yeah.
Flyers. And when you said that, I was like, that's crazy, because I kid you not, in the past 5-10 years, people don't do that no more.
Right.
Even with CDs.
Right.
Remember when they used to pass out CDs? They don't
light.
do that no more.
What's up? Yeah.
They don't do that no more. They're so disconnected in the social media, but they don't feel that relationship. Bro, I see you give me a flyer or I see it in my car. At some point, I'm connected because I'm gonna be quiet. Let me stop.
don't
I
gotta
got
stop. That's
hyped
what the
now.
platform
I'm
is
getting
for.
Hey,
hyped
we
right
gonna
now.
have him back.
I'm getting
We gonna have
hyped
him
right
back
now.
when we go to the shop.
But these conversations are exactly what we need to have.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's a phenomenal thing that you guys are documenting all of this, because one of the reasons why the 99% stays 99% is because they don't know how to have conversations like this. They don't know how to pour into another brother. When I tell you, Listen, y'all gonna hear me say 1,000 times off of how that man believes in me and how much I appreciate that man. My boy, listen, no question. Download Cheeks Boss Man right now. It's available on all platforms. The way that we pour into each other, like, bro, like, don't sleep on your gift, bro. You got this. You engineer your own music. You're your own marketing. You do this. You got all of my clients. I will tell them I do not have a workout with you for you if you don't have no question on your phone. A lot of
Facts.
the 99% doesn't understand what genuine support and love looks like.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a great thing that you guys had this platform going on because they need to understand what kind of conversations do I need to have.
Exactly.
How do the conversations grow? What does support look like? And I'm talking about when I'm talking about it could be something as small as like, bro, why you ain't post my song? And cause I'm gonna be honest, I don't know about anybody else's experience, but when you got somebody that you love and like somebody that's a part of your dream, you know, it might be a friend, it might be somebody you with, parent, whatever, family member. When you don't see them supporting your dream, like you feel
different.
some type of way.
do.
You know what I mean? It's like,
You do.
yo, like, why you ain't post my video? Like, I'm training, I'm letting you know I got new clients. Why you ain't post? But you don't want to press them like,
Yeah.
why you ain't do that? But you gonna take that note like, yo, you not posting my song. You're not posting I'm taking clients.
Right.
You're not posting. It's free. You press share. But guess what? A rapper you don't know gonna say my album gonna drop tomorrow.
You gonna share it to
You
the
gonna be like,
world.
yo, this da-da-da-da. I'm your man.
Right.
Like somebody might post, and it's crazy how like personal we take it because now it's like you don't want to have a vendetta towards them, but like in the back of your mind, you like you're not really with me like that.
Right.
But that's also not healthy because you can't assign somebody's agenda for you based off of what you see. You're gonna have to actually have that conversation.
Right.
But when we don't see that support, y'all might have somebody that y'all love dearly. They ain't post about this.
Facts.
And you like, bro, like I got a vision with this. Why you not? But you're not gonna have that conversation. Like you just gonna like you might be a little short with them. You might be passive aggressive with them. You might be like, oh no, don't call me for no favor. You're not even gonna post about my podcast. That's how we do naturally.
Right.
So it's keeping that genuine love and support. It's powerful, dog, and I would never want to let go of it ever.
100%.
Facts. And I like that you said that, right? So I have a circle. Anyone that I call a brother, I've probably done it to you before. I reach out to them, and one of the things that I do
I like this.
is I'm like,
I
hey,
that you do this.
so out of 1 to 10, where's your mental? And if you're not at a 10, as your brother, as your friend, what can I do to get you there, right? And the reason why I do that is because when we're amongst each other, when we're amongst our boys, we go hoop, we good, but you go home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or when we hanging out, or if we whatever, or we on a podcast, we hype, but we still go home.
100%.
But where's your mental? So when you were saying that about no questions, it makes sense because like, yo, we locked in.
Yeah.
So if you grow, I'm good. Even if I'm not growing today, even if today is not my day, I'm good because I did I stored the energy that I could have been like, dang, I didn't get one client.
Right.
No. Oh, hey, let's win. Okay, let me. The conversation is different. I feel a lot of people run away from that. We allow, and not to go too deep into it, but we allow our brothers, our right hand man, to go through hell and high waters when we're right there watching with popcorn in our hands, get a soda, and watching the show when we should be a part of it. How can I help you? So, and that's one of the things I love
still
to
do
do.
that, yeah.
And they look some of them be like, bro, really? Nah, I got to.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care about. We ain't got to go club. We ain't got to go hoop. But
Don't.
where's your
There's
mental?
so many other
something
ways to
productive.
fellowship.
Right.
So many ways to fellowship, and like you said, and I told Malcolm this a couple of weeks back. I said, man, you don't get to choose what family you're born into, but you definitely get to choose the family you create.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if you have people around you that's not in support of your dream or in support of your vision or your plans or just bettering yourself, because it could be so much as a whisper of support. That whisper could go so far and carry so much weight to it that you wouldn't even realize it until 10 years down. Like, damn, that one whisper I gave you helped you do this or motivate? Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely. Because I needed that in that moment, and you were there to provide it. 100%.
And I'm sure all my clients can attest to like they'll tell me, Dre, I was about to sleep in, but I heard you in my head saying,
E.T.
get up, triple back. Like,
And that's one of his mentors. That's hilarious.
Listen, I will come at them so crazy because I understand how I got to coach my clients. I'll be like, I will call them and be like, hey, yo, triple back. It's time for you to get up out the bed. Da-da-da-da. And so if I miss that call, they're like, no, I ain't. You feel me? Because now the good thing about having a good, genuine circle is that when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to feel like you let them down. You know, so I'm going to go the extra mile because now I established the standard. When it's so consistent, that's what my norm is. So if I drift away from the norm, I feel guilty like, dang, like so-and-so believe in me and I let them down by not doing this or not doing that. Or maybe I didn't show up today and I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why I was doing the whole 3 a.m. stairs thing for so long. I did the 3 a.m. stairs day for so long. I missed one day. I had at least 10 people like, yo, what happened to your stairs? I don't even know who you are.
Right.
No, nothing bad, no bad energy, like no
Yeah.
knock. But I'm like, yo, people I don't even know was like, yo, what happened to your stairs this morning?
Yeah.
So now I established that standard. Now I'm thinking like, when that alarm go off, I don't want to let down people I don't even know. That's my brand.
Yeah.
So
That's who you are.
yeah, exactly. So when you have people around you that like, if I'm feeding so much, bro, post about the dream today. I need 3 posts. My boy JP, I love him to death. JP, you know I love you, brother. You know I love you. I used to call him every day. JP, we on fire right now. But I don't want us to be one of the people that just had a turn and our turn is over with. We need to be here for the long run. JP, I need you to post this. JP, if you make breakfast, post this. I need you to make a video about this. If you edit, because he's a videographer, phenomenal videographer. If you editing, I need you to set up a camera and record you editing so people can see you editing. They need to see the dream, see the dream, see the dream, see the dream. Keep putting it in front of their face. Don't lose your fire, da-da-da-da. So now, like, if he ever doesn't do that, he's like, damn, like, I know Jay gonna call me, like, man, like, yo, why you
Accountability.
ain't post? Yeah, and
Accountability.
it's like, I don't gotta go out of my way. I don't feel like I'm going out of my way to do that.
Well,
I'm
the
doing it out
seeds
of genuine love.
Yeah.
I really want to see you prosper. I don't want nobody that I hang around. I don't want them to be a like. He could have been this if he would have stayed focused. He could have been that.
So
He
many
coulda
of
been
those.
that.
So
I
many
don't
of those
want
growing
that
up.
around me because you're gonna feel uncomfortable. I know I'm gonna make it. I don't care about how long it take me to get there. I know I'm gonna make it. I don't want to be in a point where I make it and I'm looking back and I'm like, why you not making it in your lane because you halfway
Took
in.
a day off.
Yeah, you halfway in. You're not taking it serious. You didn't think that the small things that you're doing were that important. So you didn't become who you needed to become. I can't feel bad for becoming who I needed to become.
Right.
I wanted you to be here with me.
Right.
Everybody can't go. I want you to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I say proximity is everything, that one bad piece of energy, and I'm so vigilant. I don't care who you
Seek
are.
it out.
Gone. Out of here.
That's where I got it from.
And I would tell, like, sometimes I would tell my clients, like, I understand you're going through something right now, but be mindful of the energy you bring into this space.
Yep.
It's contagious. Somebody might catch on to it. Now, instead of somebody catching on to your negative thing, how about you catching on to somebody's positive thing? Here I am telling you, you could do this, you could do that. Nobody can stop you. You're phenomenal. Da-da-da. And you hit me with the can't. Hey, bro, we don't got no capacity for that.
At all.
I need you to waste or throw all that away. I need you to think about yourself as unstoppable, phenomenal, no limitations. I tell them, if you fight for your limitations, you deserve to keep them. I got that from mine too. We not thinking like that. That's how you got to be.
Fate worse than death.
Exactly, and it's like I'm not gonna allow you to sit here and speak so bad about yourself because your body gonna respond to that. I need you to honor my standard. You're phenomenal. You're fantastic. You're great in every facet of life.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop you in everything. Everything you're doing is beautiful. It's a sea you're playing in. Please use your light. Shine your light to as many people as you can. You're doing a phenomenal job. You'll be surprised as to how much I've been noticing how you've been moving the last few weeks. You're doing a great job. That could take somebody so far. And you know, we're all parents. Telling somebody like, hey, you're really doing your thing as a dad. I don't care what the compliment is. When people reach out and they tell me, I love how much your daughter looks forward to you picking her up to daycare. Bro, it's like every time because it's just different.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. I got one more. You got another question?
Oh, well, not a question. I'm gonna just say this straight to you. You don't even know you you've been here. Obviously I know you were coming here, but I felt like your message was aligned for me. Um, bro, I've and you know this. I've been successful, and I'm very under the radar type success. But even him, he's like, bro, you need to come out the light. You need to come out the light. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like I do such and such dollars. Like the average person will never touch, and they probably have touched it.
Right.
I just don't know, right? But hearing that and then listening to you and then looking at what God has given me, my gift, bro, just listening to you, I'm at only at like 2% of where I'm supposed to be.
Praise God.
So I want to salute you. I want to salute you for that.
Praise
Your bro, like
I'm telling you.
on something real, like
I wanna offer you a different uh, route to where you're at. I just want to offer you this, and hopefully, like it marinates on your head, and you decide to wake up. Like, boom. You know, if I can offer you anything, maybe it doesn't mean anything to you. Maybe it's just for somebody who is watching right now.
right.
But if I can offer you anything, you said like I'm successful, but I'm low key successful. I've touched things nobody will ever touch. How does that benefit the kingdom? You know about your success. You know how many people can benefit from knowing what you have. I'm not saying put all your business out there.
Right.
But if we really talking about working for the kingdom, how could you use your level of success? And that's probably why y'all got this podcast. How could you use your level of success, leverage it, and say, this is how I'm going to bless the kingdom? I'm taking care of. God already took care of me. This is how I want to take care of the kingdom.
Yep.
If I could offer you that or whoever's listening to that.
Now you offered it to me, and I really wanted to tell you this offline, but I already know I'm gonna hear. I'm gonna hear.
Tell you,
Why you ain't say this? But so
Yeah,
but,
you know it.
You don't got to hold back.
and it's deeper than that. Now we'll talk. But bro, I kid you not. No, they probably won't believe me, but I learned more about you now than I ever known. But listening to you, and then hearing you, and then hearing your story, and where you are now, is bro.
I appreciate that.
And I'm an actual dedicational speaker.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like bro, you're different.
Thank
you
you.
are different.
Praise God.
And I feel like I'm getting teary eyed a little bit,
what I
but
tell you.
on some real shit, like you're different, bro.
We're having that
God, you are
conversation.
I needed that.
you are different. Different, bro.
I appreciate
I
it.
promise you.
Praise God.
I promise you, bro. And I don't get teary eyed.
He don't.
You are different, bro.
Man, y'all about to
Real
make me
talk.
cry, man. Look at y'all.
This is healthy.
You
Look
are
at y'all.
But look, like I said, this is what the 99% needs.
Absolutely.
Especially in our community, because we afraid to show emotion.
right. Facts.
You know, I ain't never been afraid to show emotion.
Yeah.
I'll let you know, like, this is what, I'm so transparent. I know who I am in front of God. I can't hide that. I can
Wow.
put it in front of you. I can hide my feelings from you.
Yeah.
God know my heart.
Yeah, 100%.
So, man, I truly, just like you appreciate me, I appreciate this moment, man. Thank
yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, for sure. You know I was gonna have you on here, so I got one more question. It's a fun question, just lighten up
Oh
the room.
Lord, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
So, and I ask every person that comes on this podcast this question
I
because
feel like we're gonna debate.
every answer is different. Every answer is different, and when I give it to you, you're gonna be like, that's a mental plug right there. So here's the question. Now, given everything you said about your story, the trials and tribulations, let's say tomorrow you become a billionaire, right? You got a family, you got a daughter, but you also know that, hey, I have an ample amount of money. I'm not worried about finance. I'm not worried about money. My daughter, my family, they set, right? Do you give all that money that you've accumulated through the work ethic of your own to your family, or do you donate it to an organization of your choosing or an organization that you create that helps Andres just like you?
That's phenomenal that you that's phenomenal. Because, like, I not too many people know about what my end-all, be-all dream is.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand what 1 million lives is.
Right.
That's what I want to run as my nonprofit organization. I want to benefit student athletes and single-parent households. So I'm taking that money and I'm benefiting student athletes and single-parent households. I'm providing your transportation to and from a training facility. I'm providing 2 meals a day. I'm providing tutoring services. I'm providing coaching services. I'm providing scouting services. I'm going to make sure that whatever situation you were in, You don't gotta obey and lay down to that situation. I'm coming to help you. This is
Right.
how I'm coming to save you. Get involved with this program. All I need you to do, take care of your grades. Take care of your grades. Be a model person, representation of the program. And I got you. Anything you need as far as you trying to take your athletic career somewhere else, I got you. Let's do it. As far as just giving it to somebody, we talking about the journey. I don't care how financially successful I get, how quote unquote rich or wealthy I get.
Right.
I will not give my daughter a dime that's not earned. Because I need you to know how to handle it and be able to maintain it and get your own. I only know how to get it because I was heartbroken, I was abandoned, I was depressed, I was sad, I was this and that and this and that. If I give you the result that came from all of that without you having to go through that, you're not
Take
going
it
to handle
for
it
granted.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to allow you to sit here and play with my journey. So I'm not saying you got to go through the exact same things, but you're going to have to go through something to be molded to be the person that I was to earn it so you can maintain it. I'm not going to be here forever. I want to hand something down to you. But the version of you I want to hand this down to needs to be of this standard in order for me to hand it down to you. And I pray that God doesn't take me before I'm able to watch her become that.
Right.
Outside of that, I'm not handing her a dime.
I hear that. I'm not mad at that.
What would you do?
We're not asking about
No. I want to know what you would do.
So again, I'm still a young father, and I still have a lot of aspirations. And right now, like I said, it remains the same. I didn't grow up having a lot, which I think we all can relate to. We kind of got out the mud, which is why I love having this conversation. But for me, my daughter, I'm still young in the game.
As we all.
I held his daughter. I seen his daughter go from can't walk to walking, talking,
Yeah.
smiling, the whole 9 yards. So it's a special place in the heart for him, for the whole family, because I was a part of that, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And for me personally, I would still probably give it to my daughter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it to her like handout, but I would give her a leg up so that way she could take it to the next level. But to his point, I do see the value of saying, like, you're going to have to earn this, right? Because if I give it to you, like anything we given, right? Whether it's a woman's number, whether it's attention, whether it's money, you're not going to have the same level of respect and appreciation for it if it was handed to you easily. But if you had to work, if you had to suffer, if you had to put your body through hell to get it, it means so much more. And you'll honor it and appreciate it a lot more down the line, whether I'm here or not.
Gotcha.
What about you, since you want to flip the
Hey,
question?
you know my answer, man.
Yeah.
My answer don't never change.
Junior, JR.
Hey, Malcolm's gonna be solid. But the one thing that I was telling him, and then I was telling the previous gentleman, he's not gonna be solid where it's like, hey, here. No. We set people like, thank God I have a team surrounded around me. So if I left today, I have his godfathers, I have like my brothers, and they're educated in many different ways. So I lined it where if I am here and he gets 18, I'm teaching him the game. Like, you finna walk with me. And now in that same breath, if we're walking it and you like, oh, Dad, I want to do this. All right, my boy, you deducting percentages today. I'm gonna be real with you.
Right. I might take some of that
Yeah.
off.
But I have a team set around that they already know. Like, we've had this conversation. When I say we really, like, I talk to them. We had this conversation. This is what I need, and the reason for that is because I feel like if I gave it to my everything that I've worked so hard for to someone else, it's going to be driven. But I've seen scholarships go down. I've seen monuments go down. I've seen someone that worked so hard. Everything they build now is weeds around it. They really don't care. I've seen it. But I feel like if I put it into the right hands of people that know, that have been around me and struggle with me, and they're centered around my son as I'm here today, it's in good hands. It's in good hands. And that's my never change. I put a team. It's not just my son.
Yeah.
He don't get just, here's millions. Nah, my boy, you finna get, it's gonna be a walk through it, but they're gonna walk you through it.
Got you.
So, and that's the only reason. So if it wasn't for that, I'm all for it. I'm like, yo, I can't just I'm gonna give you your will, give you your, you know what I mean, you're gonna be straight, but this over here got to go here. But because of a team, if a person doesn't have that team, I don't feel they should do it at all. I don't
not
feel.
wrong.
Good
Not
answer.
wrong.
Good answer. So, I mean, man, impactful. I texted him. I don't know if he saw it because this man always busy. I said, man, we're gonna make an impactful, impressionable, life changing episode, and we didn't fall short. So, man, I appreciate you, brother. What I will want to do is give you a second. What you got up and coming, right? What's something that you're looking forward to, right? You've done so much. I know you got the amazing gym facility.
Shout
that you're
out,
working
shout
at.
out, shout out.
Yeah, gotta give him up for that.
Shout out.
And let's be clear. This is a working man, right? And people don't know this about me. They wonder why. Like sometimes I'll be intense. I always have I'm like, let me go look at Dre. Let him know I'm not crazy. One and two. This man, since I met him, he manifested the gym that he has right now 3 years ago.
Wow.
Word for word, and literally it's still in progress. And I'm just so blessed and favored that I have a brother like this, where even if we don't talk often, I know like man, I could if I really need to, I could get in touch with him, and he gonna give me something or I'm gonna give him something that he can be like, damn, I never thought about that. I mean, how blessed and favored. Let me keep going. I ain't got nothing to complain about. I got all these blessings right in front of me. Same thing with you. So I just want to thank you, brother, for coming and giving us your time, man.
Praise
I
God.
know it's a lot to pull you away from all your ambitions and
No, it's
the
not.
greatness you chasing, but I appreciate it, man.
Bro, first of all, if he's giving you the intensity when you come to the basketball court,
Oh yeah.
We had our games. We had some
You
games.
think I'm bad?
I got
Oh,
them
this
on
dude's
video.
terrible.
I got him on video.
okay, we need to see that because
I gotta-
this
I
man,
gotta go on video.
when he on 100, it don't matter who, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. There was one time, you see the size difference, right? He coming full court, and he's a big dude. He goes one way. He don't do like he goes one way. I'm like, dang, like he coming straight at me. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? So what I did is I kind of moved to the side, but I was like, damn, I'm kind of strong enough. So I grabbed him. I grabbed him tight, bro.
Us.
Yeah, bro. He came up. I was like, bro, I'm like, hey, it's me. Relax, calm down a little bit.
Yeah,
He's like,
I was
oh
about
yeah,
to-
Malcolm, you good. If you heard him and that's why you did that,
Brother.
Bro.
I did hear him, but
yeah,
the
bro, he
intensity I
came
can
with a
relate
whole nother. I was like, first of all, we're not working out, and you're not gonna knock me out. I'm just letting you know I'm here. You can matter of fact, you can go score if you want to. I'm okay with that. You good?
Hey man, I got
But-
one vision, and that's tunnel vision.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
on the other end of that, what you did send today,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously, when individuals watch this, the gym will be everything that you wanted today. A lot of people don't notice he came from doing the bathroom in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And making it where it needs to be, fixing, doing everything to come in here. That speaks volumes because a lot of people like, oh well, you ain't put no work. Somebody else, nah, you showed me the video.
Yeah.
You in there doing. Most people
24/7.
don't do that.
Yes,
That's a different
24/7.
conversation when you think of that because people like, oh well, I'll figure it out. Let's
now.
do it. Let's
I don't
get
got
it.
no figuring out.
Yes.
I don't. Who promised you that time to figure something out?
Thanks.
I don't got no time to figure that. This needs to be done now.
Right.
It's actually funny. My one of my good brothers, man, he benefits the gym in phenomenal ways. He and I painted the gym. He will get so mad at me. I'm like, bro, remember we was knocking the first wall down.
Yeah.
I said, bro, the wall getting knocked down. I needed to paint it. Oh, I can't paint it. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This wall is getting painted today. Regardless if you do it, I do it. The wall is getting painted right now. I would love for you to do it, but do not take it personal if it gets done. It's getting done today, though. He pulled up like 45 minutes later. His wife was like, Dre, the wall getting painted right now. He on his way right now. And I'm like, listen, bro,
I'm telling you, man, he got a gift.
we don't got time
You gotta
for tomorrow. What I can spend tomorrow doing tomorrow stuff. I
Yeah.
need to do today's stuff today.
That's right.
You know, I'm not going to waste this opportunity.
Right.
Can't.
Right.
Dre, where can they follow you, connect with you, book with you, be a part of what you're doing? And I'm gonna go ahead and manifest this. When can they hear you speak? Where can they hear you? I'm manifesting it. I'm putting it out there. I know. I'm putting you on the spot for that one.
I'm gonna I'm gonna follow up with you with that because
Okay.
you like a lot of people have spoke that into me. You have been the second person to actually like act on it. I got a coach, Coach Coco, man, out in St. Pete. She's doing a phenomenal thing. I actually need to link up with her. She's a Lincoln. She was
Oh,
the
is
coach
she?
at Lincoln.
Oh, we got
women's
definitely
basketball
got
team.
connect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she coached that woman. I'm gonna tell her to get up on this podcast.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
But she was like, "You need to come and speak to my kids right now."
ASAP.
And she booked me to come and speak to her classroom and her basketball team.
Wow.
So, and I came back the following season. So,
Awesome.
I'm gonna act on that with you, and I'm gonna make it a goal within the next 6 months to have my first speaking.
And we will be in attendance.
I know one that you're speaking at, but I can't say right now.
Okay.
I know one.
Oh yeah,
and-
yeah. We got something cooking.
I know
at the
one that you'll be
podcast.
speaking at. You know one.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I'm a let that be in both of our hands as far as what my first speaking engagement is gonna be. We know that, but you guys haven't announced it yet. So
Right.
we'll keep that. Instagram, all social medias, you can follow me at ABOVESEANN above Sean. When it comes to connecting, booking, anything, that's number one place where you always want to meet me.
Facts.
Awesome. So
Facts.
again, last regards. Again, brother, thank you for not only being a blessing in my life, man, but coming to our podcast and really like having this conversation. I think it's so imperative that we've all have touched or seen glimpses of success and seeing what that 1% details, whether it's the work ethic, whether it's the time, whether it's the mentality, whether it's the resources. It's for us to have this opportunity to give back to the 99 percentile. I honestly believe it's priceless. I think it's God-driven and God-designed.
100%.
So I'm going to leave it at that.
Definitely, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we want to give a shout out to Dre. We appreciate you. Matter of fact, I appreciate you. We just gonna leave it at that, right? You're the first person. Like, we may need to edit that part out because I don't wanna offend nobody. But
Right.
I salute you. I'll
Thank
put
you.
it that way. I salute you tenfold. As we always say, and he always does this. I'm not below you. I'm not above you. I'm right here with you.
Yes, sir.
So
Tom.
salute. But to those that are the 99 percenters, anything's possible. Anything's possible. You had someone that's in front of you that actually told you they not only was homeless, but they had to alter and move a certain way by going to the 7th floor to make sure that the tow truck driver wasn't able to, or who wouldn't go up would bother them, right? Someone that had a pivotal moment where it was the NFL, but then they switched and moved in other directions. But you have someone in front of you that was genuine, straightforward, and it was open-minded to the point where they're letting you know that if you have a dream, if you're a dreamer, if you believe, you can achieve. If you believe, you can do it. But the thing is, just because you believe don't mean crap. You got to put action behind every single word. I never seen anyone that talked about what they want to do and didn't do what they did make it. But you have a living witness, someone right here that has his own gym, high clientele, and also to the point where he's willing to help the next million people to get to their next destination.
Praise God.
The journey is different, but you got to be around the right community to be that different person. Are you willing to be different? If so, reach out, hit him up right here,
Yes, sir.
right here, and connect, because he has a drive. And don't be mad when he texts you or call you early in the morning saying, "Hey,
Let's go.
let's go."
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Knucklehead Podcast, we salute and we'll see you at the top.
Much love. Praise God.
Until next time, y'all.